Yeah, I think the big thing to me, I've always been a big fan of STEM and disguises everywhere I've been because I think, in the off season, just like you guys do, like you're going through self out and you're going through your package and like, all right, man, how can I maximize my package? And we start coming up with all these great ideas and hey, this coverage is great. Hey, this front's great. Hey, this pressure is great. But then you're trying to figure out, all right, when can we work it? We already got a lot of good things that are our bread and butter that we kind of lay our head on. But then these things are good alternatives. Where to me it was always I thought stems and disguises allow you to maximize your package with minimizing your teaching. Meaning for us, like from a disguise standpoint, just let's start in a secondary and say, hey, for us, we like to show pressure disguises. I think that's the big piece to me now in the RPO world that we live in is like who's the movement key, right? Who's the trigger player for the quarterback, for him to decide, hey, boom, this is a pull and a throw, and how can we dictate that, or like a lot of times for certain offenses, hey, you bring corner cat, right? Well, now they do what? They check that route, right, to an out, to a hitch, to an out, right, whatever it is. But that backside glance has been eliminated because they don't feel like they have time. So now you've dictated certain things based off the look. So to me, all right, let's use colors. All right. So hey, colors are going to be our pressure disguises, right? So to me, silver, right? So you have one, the ability to show pressure strong, right? White, right? You want to have the ability to show pressure weak, right? Maroon, right? You want to be able to show pressure up the middle. We're a cross dog team at times, so you want to have the flexibility to be able to do that, right? Orange, right? Where if you're attacking a certain thing, whether it being, hey, I'm going to come from the Y, I'm going to come to the side of the back, I'm going to come away from the back, and I want to try to dictate the protection, right? Orange would be opposite, right? So again, if you had a strong side pressure called, right, orange would be white, right? If you had a boundary pressure called, right, orange would be silver. But you couldn't tag that going into it because you're trying to attack the back and you don't know where the back is, right? So again, orange would just be opposite of where we're coming from. And then one of me that a lot of people don't use, right, is neon, right? So neon would be, hey, you want to be seen, right? So then now, hey, I'm going to show strong pressure. Guess what? I'm going to run it. So to me, and I always like doing this when you live in a disguised life and you're moving guys a lot, I always call neon early in the game. So now they're showing field pressure and they bring field pressure. So then now the next time, which we'll go through this, you call silver. Well, you just showed that and you did what? You brought it. So then now from a protection standpoint and the quarterback, they got to honor it. So then now you're coming right back, hey, and you're going silver, boundary cat, right? Well, now they're going to slide to the field or they're going to pull throw right now, right? And now you're playing trap to the field with boundary pressure for the run game. So I think it's imperative to have that. But to me, when you just strictly talk about basing a pre-snap, pre-indicator pressure look, to me, this is all you need when you're talking about pressures, right? Silver, have the ability to show strong. White, have the ability to show weak, right? Maroon, have the ability to show coming up the middle. Orange, showing opposite of your pressure. That's for use when you're tagging to the back, away from the back, open side, tight end, right? And then neon, showing your pressure and running it. So to me, how you implement this and make it very easy, right? So say, hey, it's day one, right? And say you're putting in a field strike principle, right? So like, all right, let's just say same formation, so we'll keep the same. Say you're coming NFL teams, whatever, doesn't matter, right? Say you're coming Falcons, right? So it's a field strike principle, right? So you're getting 4 and a 3 deep, right? But you're going to send the slot, right? So we're just slanting there, right? Over becomes under, right? Same as 4 first, weak hook, strong hook, coming out ripless, bail third, close in the middle of the field post. Right. So you're putting that in day one. Right. Well, then when you put that in, put in with all your rules, right? So it's 2 by 2, right? Boom, it's star go. All right. Boom, it's 3 by 1, right? And they're open. All right. Well, now we're checking backer go. All right, whatever it is. All right. Well, now, hey guys, today, right, we're putting in our disguise with it, right? We're putting in silver. Right. So what do we do in silver? Hey, we pre-snap indicators show what? Falcons. So then now with your time, You don't have to have a disguise period. Why? You just installed the pressure. All right. So then now whoever would go in Falcons begins the string. So this is what we talk about. All right. So hey, same set. It's a 2x2 set. All right. You've got Falcons called. Right. You're saying, hey, this is field left. Right. So here's your front. There's the star. All right. So all we try to say, and I think the big piece of this, obviously, when you're game planning people, right, is the indicator. Right. We're big on the indicator tape and indicator page in the scouting report, right? What's the move indicator, right? Hands of the quarterback, foot of the quarterback, head of the center, right? So a move indicator and a snap indicator. All right. But again, so on the move indicator, right, the star is going to start the string. So he's going to show, hey, like I'm coming Falcons. Well, there's three guys that's always tagged into the string, in my opinion. Right. So the trigger, right, the guy that's going to start it, as he starts it, boom, now he's going to pull the strong safety down. When the strong safety comes down, now he's going to pull the free safety over. So the big thing to me is, and y'all probably have guys too, they'll stem in the skies, the nickel will, but there's nobody over the top of them. So they know ain't nobody replace them. They're not even going to honor it. So the big thing to me on their disguises, right, of them understanding, right, who's involved in the string, right? But you just put this pressure in. So, hey, whoever is the trigger, whoever's the blitzer is going to show, whoever's the cover is going to come down, right? Work this two-step disguise. Free safety, all we're trying to show is middle of the field rotation, right? And then now you're coming right back, right? So you, boom, you go silver, boom, whatever, 5 cut. Now you're coming out, you're playing cut to the field for the RPO game. He's over the top. Hey, you're going silver. Now you're coming boomer, right? You're running your boundary pressure, playing 7 brackets to the field, whatever it is. But you've already put that in. Hey, silver is what? Falcons, or whatever your field pressure is that day, with the trigger being the same guy that would blitz if you called it. So then that day, right, you ain't got to spend an hour going over disguises because you already taught the pressure. So then now you're just teaching the string, right? And the star's the blitzer, boom, he's the trigger, strong safety's replacer, free safety slides with him. Hey, if it's 3x1, right, well, how does that change? We just showed you on 3x1, what's it convert to? Back or go. So now when it goes 3x1, right, boom, the same principle. You've got silver called, right, corner, star, backer, strong safety, free safety, corner. There's our backer. So now who's the string? Whoever will be the blitzer. Who is it now? The backer. Who's the replacer? Strong safety. Boom. Who comes with him? Free safety. But you built it into something that you would do. So that's the same thing to me from a disguise standpoint, right? You want to make the same things look different and different things look the same. So you showed Falcons, you ran Falcons. Or you showed Falcons, you came with Bills from the boundary. You showed Falcons, now he came out and played clip, a 2-trap pencil, defending it inside out and trapping the flat for the RPO game. But it's got to look like something you do. And instead of working just a disguise period, right, boom, to where you're just working all your disguises, have your kids understand this is what we're showing. Silver is this. White is this, right? Orange is silver or white based on what? Where we're coming from. We're coming from the field is white. We're coming from the boundary is silver, right? And then to me, the maroon one, right, for us would be a money pressure look, right, which we do a lot. So same set. We can show any set you want from a question standpoint, but now, you know, we run the internal crosstalk a lot out of an even look. So then now for us, we want to show like that's money pressure. And now that money in the MAC, boom, are going to come in here and look like it's double A gap pressure. And then we'll come right back out, boom. And then now we're playing cover 2. All right, so you're giving a pre-stop, not only 1 eye pressure, but your middle look, and now you're coming out. And then you come back and you run your belly principle, right? And you take neon to make it look the same and actually run it. So to me, it's pairing your disguises with something that you do. So your trigger and your string, right, knows exactly, hey, when you call silver, I'm showing this. When you call white, I'm showing this. When you call maroon, this is what I'm showing. And then I think as a play caller, you always want to hit neon early. So then now your disguises work. And I think obviously from a disguise standpoint, show and go, right? Show, come opposite, right? Show, play coverage. And I think once you get in that life, to me, the purpose of disguise is to take the game out of the offensive coordinator's hands and make that 18 or 17 or 16-year-old quarterback, in some of y'all's cases, right, make the decision when he gets the ball, and now it's different than what he thought it was. And pre-snap, he already determined 1 high, strong side pressure, this is where I'm going. I got punked to the field. Hey, I'm checked and stretch opposite, whatever it is. But I do think from a breakdown standpoint, we try to tag, hey, all field side pressure looks. All right, what are they going to? Are they going to the RPO game? Are they checking the weak side run? Right, what are they doing? And then now pairing your disguise, which is critical to the coverage or the pressure that you want, to be able to take away what they do. And I think that's the big piece, obviously, from a breakdown standpoint of getting into it.